If you are a snowbirder like me and my husband, this video is for you. Wanted to share with you a couple tips and tricks that I've learned along the way. So we live in Colorado and Florida, and we travel with our sweet boy Simba. Simba is a Frenchie, and a lot of people have asked me, how do you travel with your dog? Do you leave him home? Do you board him? What do you do? So Simba travels with us. He actually has more frequent flyer miles than I probably do. We went ahead and did, in Colorado, we did Sit Means Sit, and that's where he got his training so he can become a service animal. So Simba is fully trained service animal. That's the first thing that we decided to do. I do have a TBI injury from a semi-accident a couple years ago. So with that, Simba helps me travel. And we fill out the U.S. Department of Transportation, the airport transportation form. It's really easy. We prefer to fly with Southwest because we get the points, plus they're really, really good with Simba. So basically, when you make the reservation, then you call them to add, or you do it online and you just add him as a service animal. They're going to ask you for the contact information on where he's getting his training from. And you're going to fill this all out and sign it, and then bring this form in at the airport, and you're going to check your pet in. So first you're going to make your reservation, then you're going to add him to that reservation as a service animal. Then when you physically go to the airport, you're going to bring this form in with you and check your pet in. Then from there, you just go through security, go through the gates, do your thing, and then the boarding pass that you have is going to show that the agent checked all the information you needed to board. So then Simba goes underneath the seat where my feet would be. He goes under there and chills out for the plane ride. And he does that between Florida and Colorado, back and forth, back and forth. So that's what we do, and that's the airline that we chose. Just for convenience, and they're pretty easy to work with, and again, just because of our rewards points. So that's what we do. You can use a carrier or crate underneath the vehicle if you guys want something more secure. You just have to make sure it's airline approved, whether it's a soft or hard shell. But because Simba's trained, he can just sit under the seat free. So let's talk about more information in regards to how does that look like far as traveling. So when we decide to go back and forth, we try and do, so if you love traveling with your pet as much as we do, well, some days are better than others, because let's face it, they're like children, so some days are better than others. But we have chosen to go with Turo. If one of our personal vehicles isn't available in Colorado or Florida, we go through Turo instead of a car rental agency. It's just worked out better logistically. Far as when we fly into Pensacola, we just let Simba do what he needs to do outside, and then in the garage breezeway, we just pick up our Turo car from there. And same thing in Colorado. In Denver or Colorado Springs, it's really easy to pick up and drop off right at the airport. So we've chosen to do that instead of a car rental agency. We just let the Turo folks know that we're bringing our service animal, make sure that they're okay with that before we finalize our reservation. So Turo has been a really great resource for us when we're traveling back and forth between Colorado and Florida. So hope that tip helps.